So if you don't remember, back in like late December, it was released to the public that all Johnny had to do was pay a 200 yen fine, which converted is like 1400 USD. The trial's end date happened on January 10th, but between those 2 points, being late December and January 10th, there was the possibility that his sentencing could have been changed from the 1400. It would have been either an increase in fine, decrease, or actual jail time, since obstruction of a business has a maximum of a 3-year jail sentence or, maximum fine of 500k, which is 3500. Almost everyone hearing about this case was hoping that the thing would be changed into something worse because of all the stuff he's done. Because really, after everything he's done, being a nuisance, terrorizing the people of Japan, harassing other people, and being racist, which is how this whole thing started in the first place, it kind of felt like he got off easy. Because for some reason, the prosecutor only wanted him to pay a fine, but if they pushed for jail time, I really could have think that he would have gotten some. The only reason why I see that they only went for a fine and not jail time was that they wanted to get rid of him in the fastest, quickest way possible, being just a fine and possible deportation, since jail time means he would stay in the country longer. So people are saying that he's getting a forced deportation, which means he's, being forced to deport from the country. And it's also going to result in him getting a 5-year ban by not being able to re-enter Japan for, 5 years. And after the 5 years, when he can reapply to enter the country again, he has to state on the record or on the form that he has a criminal record. And some people say that he shouldn't even try to bother to re-enter the country after 5 years because of that record. Because, they're probably not going to let him in. Because look, they are one of the nicest countries out there. But I feel like in this case, they were lenient with them with only being a fine. But if you somehow manage to get yourself a criminal record in a country that you're visiting, 9 out of 10 times, they probably wouldn't let you back in the country after getting a criminal record. Because think, if he managed to get a record by acting the way he did, what's really stopping him from doing something worse and getting another criminal record under his belt? Because we've seen what he's done, and we know what he's fully capable of doing so. He went to Japan for the sole purpose to become an annoyance to the people of Japan and tried to make money doing it. Or not try, he did make money doing it from the people who are watching him. And he probably made bank doing everything. Because I feel like the way that he is, he wouldn't have done the things he done if he was making nothing. So after all that, why would they let someone like that back in their country? Also, his sentence apparently could have been stricter, or still can be. While he was in jail, his visa expired. Because what was that? He got there in September, whole arresting thing. His visa only lasts for about 90 days. So anything after mid to late December means he's overstaying his visa, and his verdict only happened on, January 10th. So if they tell him that he has to leave the country, he has to leave like that. But really, at this moment, I don't even know if he's left the country. Because I've seen some stuff saying that he's actually still in Japan. He's just in a detention center, or he's in an immigration center because of the visa expiry stuff. Other people are saying that it's probably going to be a 1-year ban. But after everything, it may result in the forced deportation, which is that 5-year ban. Because the punishment for overstaying your visa is a 3-year sentence or a maximum of 3 million yen fine, which converted is 20 grand USD. And I feel like that 20k would be a more fitting punishment for him than the 1400. Cause what? That's like a month's salary working minimum wage. How would that much money drill through someone's head that their actions have consequences? With a 20k fine or actual jail time, you at least know that that guy probably won't do anything like that for a bit. 20 grand's a lot of money. And since he's done this in Japan, if he goes to another country like the Philippines, for example, since there's some talk from Jino saying that after Johnny gets out, they're going to the Philippines. I think he said there was going to be Johnny, Jino, and another streamer. Can't remember who, but it'd probably be someone like Johnny. But that thing might not even happen in the first place because his visa might get rejected if he goes right now. It's not even been a month since he's been released. But if Johnny doesn't go to the Philippines, the next place is that he's going to the US, because during the trial, he made a comment saying that he's gonna go back to the US, go to university, college, become a good example for his family. Because I think he said like he had like younger siblings in like the US. But like, that made me think, what does his family think of him? Because after everything, articles, news outlets saying that he's an annoyance and like, he kind of deserves like the jail time, fines, and like the deportation. What does his family like, realistically think of him? I'm gonna say this. This is all hypothetical, but like, let's say that he's actually serious about never streaming again. Oh yeah, during the trial, like, he said that he's never gonna stream again. But like, we don't know if that's true. He's never gonna stream again. He would go to college or university. That's like 2 to 5 years, depending on what he goes into. After that, he would get a job. But what company would realistically hire someone who is, a known racist and has a record in like a foreign country? Since there's so much evidence on the internet that he filmed himself. And realistically, he probably can't get a lot of jobs because for most businesses, they have a face to like uphold, and having someone like that on their team would make people wonder if their company excuses racism. Because I think now, as like everything's progressing, companies actually look at your digital footprint. So I don't think he might be able to get like an actual like job using his degree if he does get one. So really then, what else is in the US? He's got a degree in something, but he probably can't use it. So you might have to do like a minimum wage, odd jobs, or just labor at this point. What other option does he have? But if he does decide to stream, as of right now, he can't go to Japan, or, I mean, he's probably still in Japan, just in a detention center. Where would he go? Because he won't try the same stuff he did in Japan with other countries. Because Japan's lenient. And the whole reason why he was getting money and why he was getting views was because of the stuff that he was doing in Japan. So he stops doing that he stops doing what he was doing and starts doing like actual like normal streams. Viewers will go down, donations will go down, and which result in less income for him. Because if he decides to act like a normal IRL streamer, there's going to be people who leave him because they can watch any other live streamer being on Twitch, YouTube, another kick streamer. They're gonna watch them because the only difference that he had with other streamers was that he was being an annoyance. Some people like that, some people don't, depending on like the person who watches it. But he's not gonna be an annoyance in another country, since no one is as lenient as Japan. And if he does the same stuff, he'll probably get tossed into a prison. But that's only if he streams again. Because, during the trial, he said he'll never stream again. But people don't know if he's actually serious, or he was just lying to get a lighter sentence. So, if this is the last time we hear about him, and if this is the last time I talk about him, I say good riddance. But if this is your first time hearing about the whole Johnny situation, and you're curious about the stuff that he's done in the past, or what he's done in the past, check out the other videos. Because there's 4 videos, and the 2 oldest ones talk about what he's done. The first one was about 6 months ago, and the other one I did was about 3 months ago. Also subscribe. So, really that's about it. If you liked and sub, if you sub, you might get another video.